In the first stanza, we had seen the poet has very beautifully described the school children of the slum. In the second stanza, we had seen the world of the rich is not their world. In the third stanza, we had seen that these slum areas or these slum dwellers are a blot on the maps of the rich and the powerful. Towards the fourth stanza, we are going to see the note of positivity. That is, the poet ends this poem in an optimistic note. Let us see how. Unless governor, teacher, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs. Break, oh break open, till they break the town, and show the children green fields, and make their world run azure on gold sands, and let their tongues run naked into books, the white and green leaves upon. History is theirs, whose language is the sun. Now we see that the poet ends this poem on a note of positivity. Till now we had seen the description of the children who were there in the classroom. Moreover, their world, that is, the world of these slum dwellers, are not the world of the rich and the powerful. They are a blot on these rich and the powerful society. But then the poet in the last stanza urges these powerful leaders like the governors, the teachers, and the inspectors and the visitors who offer the donations, that they are not only wanting the donations but actually they want their life to become better. And these children and these people only can help these children come out of this pathetic and miserable conditions. There is no coordination between the map of the civilized world and the world of the children. In other words, here the poet shows us the contrast between the civilized world and the world of these slum dwellers. The governors, the teachers, inspectors, and the visitors must bridge this gap. That means they should cover up this particular gap. They must understand the pathetic and the miserable condition of these slum dwellers. They must peep into the world of these children living in slums. They must make their world the world of the children too. Just giving them some donations is not going to help. But you have to bring these children to your own world. That means you bring these slum children from their pathetic, miserable condition into the world of the civilized. You will act as window. My dear students, now what is the function of a window? When you open the window, fresh air comes in. You are able to enjoy the fresh air. Similarly, these particular people, the governors, the teachers, the inspectors, they are just like the windows who are going to open up the civilized world to these particular slum dwellers. The unsuitable environment of the slums has shut all their gates to progress. They have been living in the slum area for ages. There has been no progress. There has been no development. Their future is bleak. Their future is dark. And who can offer them hope, or who could be a ray of hope for them? That is the governors, the teachers, the inspectors, and the visitors. Their slum conditions are just like the underground graves, that is the catacombs, where everything is dark. These obstacles should be broken. And who would break them? Again, the governors, the teachers. Break, oh break. Now, here the poet has very beautifully addressed. Now, break, oh break doesn't mean breaking the windows, but it means breaking the barrier between the civilized and the slum children. Now, oh, break! This is an address to the governors, the teachers, and the inspectors. So, which is this figure of speech? It is an apostrophe. Now, apostrophe is an address to a particular person or a community. And show these children green fields. These children do not know the beauty of nature. Who can show them the beauty of nature? When we break the shackles between the civilized world and the uncivilized world, we will be able to make them enjoy the beauty of nature and make their world run azure. Now, what do you mean by make their world run azure? Just like they are not able to enjoy the beauty of the sky, they are not able to enjoy the color of the sky. Similarly, if they break the shackles of their poverty, if they break away from the shackles of the slum area, they will be able to enjoy the blue sky. They will be able to run on the golden sand. Why the golden sand? Because the sand becomes yellow in color due to the warmth of the sun. History is theirs whose language is the sun. History tells us that it is the rich, the powerful people who have their names written in the history. The poor, weak, and the feeble, they do not find any place in history. So now, who can turn the pages of history, or who can make these slum dwellers be written in the history books? That is, we, the governors, the inspectors, the visitors, the teachers, by providing them knowledge. Let them come out of their narrow lanes and dirty slums. Their world should extend to the sky blue waves rising over the golden sands. Let the pages of wisdom be open for them. Their tongue may run freely without any check of fear. In other words, now they are embarrassed to face the world. Rather, they are not acceptable in the society. But how can they be accepted in the society when this bond, this chain, this gap is swelled between the civilized and the uncivilized world? Only those people make and create history who have the warmth and the strength of the sun. In other words, the rich and the powerful, they find a place in the history. But how can we make these slum dwellers or these children living in the slum find their names in the history? By making them powerful. And how can we make them powerful? By giving them knowledge, by opening up the windows towards a civilized world.